Zach Roloff has been open about his childhood and what it was like growing up on a farm. He enjoyed every minute of it and loved having such a large space for him and his siblings to play in. There was always something to do on the land, and there was never a dull moment. When Zach became a dad himself, he knew he wanted to give his children the same upbringing he had. Even he and his wife Tori dreamt about raising their kids on a big piece of property. So when his father, Matt, was thinking of selling the land, he put in an offer. Unfortunately, the offer wasn't good enough and was declined. But still, Zach and Tori decided to keep the dream alive and search for the perfect piece of land to call home. The couple eventually found their dream house on a big piece of property. Even so, not getting the family farm causes many issues between Zach and his family. Could he have done more to get the family farm? Well, Zach recently reflected on how he was during the farm meetings a few years ago. He feels that he is very family-oriented and always puts family first. Zach further wonders if he was too chill or too unambitious. He explains that he eventually felt like he wasn't being heard. He didn't know if he should step in more. However, Zach worried that there would be too many cooks in the kitchen, which would create more problems. Due to this, he decided to take a more laid-back approach. But he feels that if he had been slightly more active, things could have been different. After all, Zach doesn't know and is only reflecting on the situation. He is only thinking about what he could have done differently at the farm meetings and with the deal. Zach wonders how he could have carried himself differently throughout those moments and leading up to them. Additionally, Tori feels that there has been a lot of drama around Zach's family, despite she thinks they have learned a lot about how to navigate relationships with family. Tori explains that they have learned that every family has its differences, so she feels the most important part is learning how to handle them and move forward from them. Meanwhile, with all the drama over the farms, Matt's kids recently went back to the property. Is this a legitimate olive branch following the heated family feud? Indeed, both Zach and Jeremy initially wanted to buy a portion of the family farm. Not only would this keep things in the family, but it would also be a huge investment. However, just because Zach and Jeremy are Matt's sons, that didn't mean that he would sell at some huge family discount. Instead, Matt made a business-savvy move, which in turn hurt the feelings of his sons. He decided to turn that portion of the property into short-term rentals instead. It created a huge rift between Zach and Matt, resulting in Zach and Tori packing up and moving away to Battleground, Washington. Seemingly, Zach was still bitter over everything that went down. Even though Matt said that they've tried extending an olive branch, it was very obvious that there were still hurt feelings there. Many fans even saw Zach and Tori quitting the show after season 25 as a direct shot at Matt. Amid all this, Zach's twin, Jeremy, and his family were recently at Roloff Farms. This time of year is all about pumpkin season, which attracts visitors every year, and this time around, Jeremy, Audrey, and their children were there too. With Jeremy and his family spending time on the farms, this is a good sign when it comes to healing the family rift that came as a result of the farm deal that went south. While Zach and Tori seem to still be holding a grudge,